Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video of Last Sea Survival Shooter. This is Falcon OP from Server 78, and I hope all of you are doing great, enjoying the new season, and slowly getting the hang of Season 3. So in today's video, we are going to talk about Season 3 buildings, and more importantly, how you can grow them faster and smarter, without wasting resources or getting stuck halfway and wondering what went wrong. Before moving ahead, are you looking for packs and diamonds at cheaper rates? Then you must check out lootbar.gg. Simply select the Last Jet Survival Shooter game, choose any pack you want, and get it at 17% cheaper than the official Last Jet website. Just click on Top Up Now and finish the payment process. The best part is you can redeem your purchase directly in the game, just like an official top-up sign-up using my link given in description to get additional 10% off. Now let's continue our video. Season 3 has just started recently, and I've already seen a lot of players feeling confused. Some players are upgrading randomly, some are stuck because they ran out of one resource, and some are upgrading everything together and progressing very slowly. So today, I want to explain this in a very simple, practical way. Let's break it down step by step. First of all, when Season 3 starts, you'll notice that new season buildings are available. In total, we have 5 different Season 3 buildings. And yes, all of them look important at first glance. But here's the truth. Not all of them should be upgraded at the same time, especially in the early phase. This is where most players make mistakes. Now let me show you the most important thing first. When you click on one of your Season 3 buildings and hit Upgrade, you'll notice something interesting. Instead of normal resources, these buildings require season-specific resources. The two most important ones are Frost Core and Ice Bloom. These two resources are the backbone of your entire Season 3 progression. So before we even talk about buildings, let's understand where these resources come from. First, Frost Core. In Season 3, you'll notice 2 new types of monsters on the world map. These monsters are snow leopards and frostbanes. Whenever you attack and defeat these monsters, you'll receive Frost Core as a reward. Now here's an important detail that many players miss. The higher the level of the monster, the more Frost Core you receive. For example, if you defeat a level 10 Frostbane, you might get around 5,400 Frost Core. If you defeat a level 15 Frostbane, that number jumps to around 9,720. At level 20, it goes even higher, around 15,200 Frost Core, and this keeps scaling up. Currently, the Frost Core rewards are increased by 100% due to Core Proliferation event, so these rewards are double than what you will see on normal days. So what does this mean? It means that your priority should be pushing higher monster levels as early as possible, because that directly increases how fast you collect Frost Core. The faster you collect Frost Core, the faster everything else in Season 3 becomes. Now let's talk about Ice Bloom. Ice Bloom is not something you directly farm from monsters in large quantities. Instead, Ice Bloom mainly comes from your smart greenhouse. The game clearly tells you that upgrading your smart greenhouse increases Ice Bloom output. So, here's the simple logic. You farm Frost Core by killing monsters. You use Frost Core to upgrade your smart greenhouse. Your smart greenhouse produces more Ice Bloom over time. You then use Ice Bloom together with Frost Core to upgrade other buildings. This loop is the core engine of Season 3. Now let's talk about the most important building, the Biolab. The Biolab requires both Frost Core and Ice Bloom. This is where many players panic and say, "Bro, I don't have enough Ice Bloom." And that's normal. The Biolab is designed to be upgraded after your smart greenhouse has been leveled up properly. If your greenhouse is low level, your Ice Bloom income will be slow, and Biolab upgrades will feel painful. So the correct early game strategy is very simple. First, focus on killing snow leopards and frostbanes. Second, upgrade your smart greenhouse as much as possible. Third, once your Ice Bloom income improves, start upgrading the Biolab. Do not rush other buildings yet. Now let's talk about the remaining 3 buildings, the Command Post, Icy Arsenal, and Icy Fort. These are combat-related buildings. Yes, they are important. Yes, they give useful bonuses. But upgrading them too early will slow you down. Why? Because they consume resources that are better used for resource generation first. If you upgrade combat buildings too early, you'll reach a point where monsters become harder to kill, siege becomes difficult, resource income feels slow, and progression starts to stall. That's why I recommend this approach. In the early phase of Season 3, focus only on Smart Greenhouse, Biolab. Ignore the rest for now. Once you reach a point where killing higher-level monsters becomes difficult, siege progress slows down, or you feel stuck, that's when you switch gears. At that point, you start upgrading. Command Post, Icy Arsenal, Icy Fort. These buildings will increase your combat power and help you push further. Another important thing to understand is resource balance. Some buildings require more frost core than ice bloom. Some require more ice bloom than frost core. The Biolab, for example, is very ice bloom heavy. The ice fort and arsenal consume relatively less ice bloom compared to frost core. This is intentional. The game wants you to alternate between farming, production, and combat instead of doing everything at once. Now let's talk about glory rewards, because this is where many players get confused. As you progress in Season 3, you'll earn glory points. These glory points generate rewards every few hours, including badges, versatile fragments, other season rewards. At lower glory levels, the increase feels nice. For example, at around 150 glory, you might get 50 badges. At 3,500 glory, you might get around 100 badges. But here's the catch. As glory increases, badge gain does not scale infinitely. There is a soft cap. So at some point, you'll notice that even if your glory keeps increasing, the badge gain increase slows down. This is not a bug. This is a design choice. So don't stress too much about maximizing glory instantly. Focus on steady progression. Now let's talk about virus resistance. Season 3 buildings also add virus resistance, which helps you fight higher-level monsters. It might not look massive at first, but over time, this resistance stacks up and allows you to defeat stronger enemies. Higher monsters mean more frost core, better rewards, faster overall growth. Now let's talk about snowflakes. Snowflakes are another seasonal item, and they are used in the Snowman Mania. When you use snowflakes there, you can get seasonal resources, badges, refugee tickets, and other valuable rewards. At higher levels, Snowman Mania rewards include large amounts of frost core and ice bloom. But don't be fooled by the numbers. When your Biolab upgrade requires hundreds of thousands of resources, even large-looking rewards disappear very fast. So treat Snowman Mania rewards as support, not as your main source. Finally, let me give you the simple Season 3 growth formula. Kill monsters aggressively. Push higher monster levels early. Upgrade Smart Greenhouse first. Then upgrade Biolab. Only upgrade combat buildings when progress slows. Use snowflakes smartly. Don't panic about glory caps. Play consistently. Season 3 is not about rushing. It's about efficient pacing. If you follow this logic, you'll progress faster than most players without burning resources or feeling stuck. That's all for today's video. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below if you want a guide on some other topic. This is Falcon OP, signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay strong, survivors.